Oh, Captain Hook. Oh my goodness, a whole group of them over here. Wow. Wow, look at that. Yeah, I know. You don't see him very often signing autographs, especially. For sure. That's an interesting grouping. For sure. Four characters totally unrelated to one another in this. What? Oh yeah, are they down at the end? So there's how many? 6? Wow. Donald, Mickey, Goofy, Captain Hook, Geppetto, and Tigger. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we're back. We saw the American Adventure. It went out again as soon as I went indoors and tried to do Voices of Liberty, and again, I apologize. I've been doing that a lot, but I've also warned people that indoors is just not going to work. This trip, I obviously have to get something, like a new phone or a new something. Up here is Italy. Now, I just want to point something out to people. If this area is open, and sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't, this is a great place to watch elections from, number one. But like I said, sometimes it might be all full up. And if it is, one of the options that you have are these bridges. Well, there's a photographer up there on that one. I don't want to get in his way or anything. But there's another one up here. A lot of people don't use them, but you go up on these bridges and you're up above everybody that's up against the wall. But if you come up here, you go up on the top of these bridges and you're over everything. This is a lovely area. I have come at the last minute on at least 3 occasions here, and everybody's down there watching. They're down here. Nobody's up here. And you come up here and you're up over everybody, and you got a lovely view. If you're ever looking for a last second spot, lots of times you can find one here. And the other bridge over there too. It's not quite as good over there, but it's still much better than you could possibly hope to do at the last minute. The Italian pavilion is nice, but I think this is one where you can see just about everything right from the promenade, because it's all right out in front of you. There's no like hidden nooks or crannies or anything, but it is lovely. It's kind of a completed Piazza Plaza with Via Napoli being put in there. A nicely themed building that matched right in to the rest of the atmosphere, and added another restaurant that people like quite a bit. Can't say I'm one of them, but it's okay. But you know, each their own. Italy just has this lovely plaza, and it looks best right when you enter it, where you get a panoramic view of it like this. This is nice. I wouldn't say there's any place that's really private here or secluded or totally out of the way, except over here a little bit. But otherwise, it's pretty busy all the time, because all the 2 big Italian restaurants are right back here. So there's people traipsing through here all the time to get to those restaurants. Both of them are really popular. Two Italians over here, and of course, Via Napoli. So it's pretty busy around here almost all the time, but very lovely, very pretty, and well themed for sure. If I don't respond to what you say or something right away, it's because of the glare of the sun. My screen is not doing great with seeing that. I have to get in shade to to read anything. So if you say something or ask me something and I don't respond right away, please understand I probably can't see it very well. I'm old, feeble, you know, my eyes and the glare. So Italy is nice. It's very, very sweet country to go to. It's not Morocco. Up ahead's coming Germany. This is my home country. This is with the last name of Scheer, S-C-H. Anything you type in C, of course, you see S-C-H, and you say, oh, he's German. And that's true. I'm German and Irish, so this is sort of my home country thing, which I'm a disgrace to them all because I don't like beer. And I don't like white wine that much either. I like some whites, but not German whites. I don't like Riesling at all. So, I'm sorry, I'm a disgrace to the German people. And I don't yodel, and I don't wear lederhosen. None of those things. But I do live in Milwaukee, which is a very German city. Oh, at least was. It was pretty much founded by Germans. All the famous beer companies were German families. But here's the train. I said this the other day, I know, but my dad would have loved this. This is a cool area. It really is. The model train area is my favorite part of Germany. It's just really quite elaborate and quite cool. And it just doesn't get any better than this for me. This is like memories for me. A lot of childhood memories. My dad building these elaborate train sets. Not quite this big. But around our Christmas tree and stuff, or our dining room table during the holidays especially, would build entire villages with a train running through it and stuff. It was really, really magnificent. But I think this shot is really cool. You can get a real perspective of how large this thing is. And a lot of people just give it a cursory look, but it's really quite cool. If you get some time, again, I'm just passing through today, but the other day I spent a lot of time here. And it's worth spending some time. It really is. It's again, not that many people stop to look at it. Sometimes, but not very often. And you can look at it for quite a long time. Look around here for quite a long time. I'd say that about all the pavilions, really. And if you really want to look at them, you'll find it's a lot more peaceful and a lot more you haven't seen before. Maybe. Although I'm sure a lot of EOEers have seen all this stuff. A lot of this stuff. And saying to me, oh, geez, we've seen this. Germany, again, is another one you can just look into the pavilion from the street here and see pretty much everything there is to see. It's lovely. Again, it's a nice shot from here. But this, again, is also just a busy plaza because their restaurant is right through here. Both their counter service and their sit-down restaurant are right here. Theirs is a very popular store. So everything's right up front here. And, of course, there's beer right there. So this is usually really busy. I wouldn't say there's anywhere terribly peaceful here. Beer garden is nice, actually. But if you're a small party, you're usually seated with another party. They're like tables of, I forget, they're 8 to 10, 8 to 12, something like that. And if you're like two people, you're not going to get a table to yourself. It's like a beer garden. If you've never been there before, it's like a beer garden, old German beer garden. And everybody sits on these huge tables, banquet-style tables. And sometimes you sit with just wonderful, terrific people, and sometimes not so much. Excuse me. Well, obviously there's a character over here, but not there at the moment. People are waiting for him. Who's usually at the Snow White. Yeah, that's right. That's probably who they're waiting for. Yeah. See, this is another reason I brought him along. Here's the stage for the German group, lederhosen and everything. yodeling and all that, which I know I'm German, but I just don't care for it. So here's a fun game you can play. How many different places have you heard were going to be put in this area on World Showcase? Right now it's kind of African themed. No particular African country themed, but African themed. And there's been all kinds of places. I've heard, like, you hear Brazil. I heard Korea once. A couple other countries maybe. Egypt I heard once, I think, too. And I said, whoa, really? That'd be cool. But I really think it would be kind of good if there was a Southern African country or Central African country here of some sort. Because, I mean, Morocco is hardly what you're that. They're in Africa, but Northern Africa. And I don't think we think of Morocco when we think of Africa, to be honest. So something from Central or Southern Africa would be nice. Or Australia I heard once too. I don't know. What have other people heard? Yeah, I love the trains too, Kevin. There's all kinds of, I mean, there's a big space here. Another pavilion would fit in here easily. But there's been all kinds of rumors. I've always loved to read them because none of them have actually happened or even close from what I hear. So I remember this was imminent and that was imminent and it never happened. So you never know, but lots of rumors. Well, sorry, I'm live. I'm live, Lauren. So there, I can prove to you that I'm live. This is a live recording, and thank you saying it looks recorded. I don't know, maybe that's somewhat of a compliment, I don't know. But no, this is live. This is definitely live. There you go. See, now you believe me. Good. Yeah, coming up is China. This is one of my favorites, absolute favorite pavilions. It is gorgeous. Let me see, I really love Canada. I love the UK, France. Morocco's my favorite. This is my next favorite. China is absolutely beautiful. I mean, inside and out. This is one of those ones where it's just, you have to go inside. You're missing everything if you don't go inside. Hi, Kim. Oh, no, you don't have to apologize, Lauren. I thought it was funny. I thought it was actually nice. You know? We can do that. Yeah. And this Chinese one, it's just, the gardens and the ponds are just fantastic. I mean, from the very gate, which starts here, from here, the restaurant is freaking gorgeous, inside and out. You've got these gardens on either side of the walk, and then you got that. That's amazing. And it's just as beautiful inside. I'm afraid to go inside. I love to go inside, but I'm afraid to go inside because I'm afraid I'm going to lose you guys. We're all well documented about my problems with indoor streaming this trip. Specifically this trip. I've never had this problem with this phone doing indoors. And I mean, everything that leads up to this place is beautiful, and then the place itself is beautiful. It's the most inside and out, consistently beautiful place, I think, here. That in Morocco. There's not a bad spot to be had here. This is a famous recreation from China. This leads up to the stairs in China too, to the temple. It's not, it's much bigger than this, of course. Everything is on a smaller scale here. Then you got this over here. All this area, just as lovely. I mean, just look at the work here, you know? The roof, even the store. The layout of the store is gorgeous. This place right here, this display area here is next to the theater where the movie is. Oh, I forgot to ask about when the next movie is. I'm going to go watch the Chinese movie. It's my last movie on my last day in the parks tradition. And I have to find out when it is. So, hi, when's the next film?
The next film will start in 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow,
Right.
excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent, thank you.
You're welcome.
And so they're starting the film in 2 minutes. So, yeah. Well, there's a lot of places you can avoid the rain at Epcot. That's the good thing. There's lots of buildings you can duck into and stuff. But it's a beautiful day. Very hot and humid day, though, Michelle. Very, very hot. Very, very humid. Okay, we're going to go in here. If I lose you people, I am very sorry. But if you could see this before it goes out. I want you to see this. The rotunda. That's straight up. And it's constructed in a way, not just anywhere, but you can whisper where I am right now, so I'm standing right in the middle. You can whisper and people can hear you clear as a bell all around the rotunda. It's really cool. If you kind of came in, you would hear it. You could see your voice travel. And yeah, this is just beautiful. You could just spend time here just looking around. I do, obviously, I do. I do all the time. I spent the day, the day at Epcot the World Showcase the other day on my own, and I looked around like this on my own and stuff, just so I can see it, as Darth Vader said, with my own eyes. And it was quite excellent. Over in this area here, lots of times they have Milan appearances. And there's the Ni greeting. Ni greeting, which means the movie is going to start soon. So I'm going to take it into the movie, and hopefully, I don't know where my son went, but he's around somewhere. Oh, there he is. He went over to the museum area over here, which is always interesting. I think they still have the display of Shanghai Disney there, though. Is it still Shanghai Disney in there? Yeah. It's not nearly as cool as the old terracotta warriors that were there for a long time. I mean, it's just a big ad now for Shanghai Disney.
Waiting for the doors are completely open. 谢谢 means thank you. 谢谢.
Even this area, this waiting area is just lovely. With these wonderful paintings all against the wall here. Well, I'm going to go into the movie. I'm going to keep it on, and when it goes out, people. You know the drill by now. I will be turning it back on after I get out of the movie again to finish the tour of the showcase. We got a couple more countries to go. So I'm doing about 2-3 countries at a time and then watching a movie, as you well know. I guess that's it. Sorry. The way it's going to go, because that's what I do. And we are, Kim. Movie's over. And of course it went out right at the beginning. Like usual. Show you a little bit of store. Too bad Tina's not around. She likes this stuff. Well, she tells me that. I always stream this store for some reason. Not all of it. I have to move on a little bit here. But oh, I'm sorry, I'm putting my sunglasses on, so I haven't fainted or anything. Here we go. We'll go sun, so I want to be prepared. And I can't put these clip-ons on one-handed. Back in the day when I was young and more vigorous, I could. Not anymore. Second courtyard. This is where all the shop. All connected. We're just watching the movie and show the temples and the real one in the near Tiananmen Square and in the Forbidden City, and it's Disney's version is really quite accurate. It looks like the same thing on a smaller scale, of course, but nonetheless, it's pretty cool, pretty accurate. There's some more. Here's the Chinese counter service over here. Again, I think the counter services at Epcot are fine. They're good. Not like their sit-downs, of course, but they're good. There's a lot of different choices, that's for sure. Some of them are very good. Here's the menu. Give you a quick look at the menu. So, I've had the Mongolian beef, very good. Shrimp fried rice, Eileen has had, she likes it. Comes with an egg roll. It's counter service food. So don't come in with the expectation you're sitting at a sit-down restaurant and you're going to be fine. It's pretty good. Here's the menu for the Nine Dragons. Just the entrees. Yeah, Kim, I agree. It's not bad at all. Now, last time we were here, I've had the Kung Pao chicken, which is really quite good. I've had the Canton pepper beef, which was also quite good. I've had pretty good meals here. I know the last time we ate here for lunch, Eileen ate here too, and I can't remember what she had. If you're on, tell people what you ate. But I don't even know. I thought I'd recognize it here if it was here. But I think it was on special that day, actually. Yeah, I know. I agree, Kim. It's not bad at all. I've never had a bad meal here. I've eaten here at least twice, and the Kung Pao was great, and the Canton pepper beef was great. Now, I don't know. I can't speak for the other meals, but I can speak for those. Yeah, they were fine. And it's a beautiful restaurant. It really is. It's, again, there's nothing not beautiful in the Chinese pavilion. It's just spot on beautiful. There's a great tea place over there. And here's the exterior of the restaurant over here. I mean, just check that out, huh? Just check that out. Yeah, Kevin, if you like it, you should try it. It's not a hard reservation to get either, usually, because I think it's gotten kind of a bad rap with some people. I'm not quite sure why. I think at one point, about 10 years ago, it really wasn't that good, but I think it's not bad now. It's much better. And of course, now we have a pavilion that, until a few years ago, nobody cared about that much. It's the Norway Pavilion, quite frankly, until Frozen. I would guess that this place was passed by quite often. Frozen has made Norway the pavilion, and good for them. It's a pretty place. It's something that people don't realize, that there's more to it. Again, this is another one. You have to go inside a little bit to see all of it, you know. This isn't one where you can just see it all right in front of you, you know. I mean, you can do that with Italy, you can do that with Germany pretty much without going too far into it. But most of the pavilions, as I try to encourage people to do, is get off the promenade and take a look, because there's more here than meets the eye. I don't know if you're aware of it. I'm sure many of you are, but there's a little museum here in the Stave Church. It's nothing fancy, but it's a nice respite. It's air conditioned, and there's not a lot of walking. It's because it's just as big as that church is, which isn't very big. The bakery is closed. It's being refurbished. They have a smaller kiosk-y type place out on the promenade that sells the precious school bread and a couple of their sandwiches and stuff. Most of their more popular stuff. It's not nearly as extensive, but I don't know how long it's going to be shut down to be refurbed. It's just being refurbed. It's not being closed. Norway is kind of fun. See, this is about as far as people go. I remember there was a person, a friend of mine, the online friend, have never met personally, but insisted to me that there were no waterfalls in Norway. And I said, oh yes there are. And I said, did you go on Frozen? Oh, of course I went on Frozen. Everybody goes on Frozen. And you didn't see the waterfall. That's exactly, there's the entrance to Frozen. And he didn't see that. He didn't see that. Amazing. That's absolutely amazing to me. The stores here are interesting. I'll tell you what. If there's a cold weather streak that hits Orlando, and once in a while it can get chilly in January and February. It can get a bit chilly. And let's say you just brought shorts. This is the place to come to get warm clothing. This is the place. They've got all kinds of warmer clothing, and if you're really cold, this is the place to come. I know that doesn't happen much here, but if it did, and I think it's because it's so hot here usually, when it gets cooler, it feels really cold. But you're just not used to having that happening here. Here's the Stave Church. Yeah, lots of nooks and crannies in the World Showcase. Tons of them. Indeed, there are. And I mean, if you just want to smell the roses and you don't feel like a day of running to the next attraction or something like that, just a quick, not a quick even, just a meander. Spend an afternoon like we are today, just moving in and out of the pavilions and enjoying it. Here's the side that nobody sees, that very few people visit, of Norway. Now, where we were in it, everybody sees, because except nobody sees. Apparently, people don't see the waterfall, but they don't come to this area very much at all. This is on the other side of the Stave Church, and see how much quieter it is here. A lot of shady spots. There's not like benches, but you can sit along here and everything, like a lot of people do, and just take it easy. Catch up on your Twitter. Catch up on Facebook. But this is also the area where you would come for the character meet. I think the character thing is here. There's another store. If you want Frozen stuff, this is the place to go. The Wandering Reindeer. Yeah. So I think, maybe it's not open. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, here it is. This is the area where you would come to meet Elsa. 25-minute wait right now, which isn't bad for this. They're picking a portrait that they want to do. And last but not least is Mexico. Now the problem with Mexico, not that it's a problem, it's all inside. All the good stuff is inside. And that's not working for me. So I can only give you a cursory look at Mexico, but I know most of you know that it's resembles a marketplace at night, and it does a pretty good job of that, I might add. It has the restaurant, very popular restaurant that is that looks really cool. I think maybe inside the door I can give a quick shot before my camera goes out. But I know people have seen it, and many of you probably have eaten at it. And this one over here I like better as far as eating. And the menu I like better. Remember, Kim, we had a meal here. You and me and Belle and EyesOnEars, I believe. And yeah, that was the store to go to, that reindeer store on the other side, the quiet area. Kevin, if you want frozen stuff, that's the place you want to go. Now, of course, everybody knows about the famous pyramid. That is cool and everything, but everything, like I said, everything from Mexico, none of it's really outside. It's all inside. And it to resemble a nighttime festival. The bride is inside. The everything is, but okay, I promised to show you out of the way areas that nobody goes to. And here we are. You go to the left side here as you're facing the pavilion and come over here. Now there's nothing to see here, but as you can see, it's remarkably quiet. It's out of the way. Most of the time it's in shade. There's a doorway to get in here, but nobody uses it. See, it'll get you into the pavilion. But over here, you see, there's just nobody here. I've seen a couple families have their lunches over here. I do too. I really like that place. But you know, everybody likes the restaurant in here because it looks really romantic. It's very dark, I might add. They finally started, from what I hear, providing flashlights, little flashlights, where you can see the menu. Because many people, including feeble me, were having trouble reading the menu. And there you go. All right, I'm walking in, and if I lose you, I apologize. I do. Again. But there you can see in the distance the pyramid. And you can get an idea. This place is always really crowded, really busy. You're a tequila lover, you want to go over there. Yeah, that door is rarely used, Kevin, you know. It's an automatic door, too. It opens on its own. Obviously, I'm not a magician. It opens on its own. And a lot of people don't even know there's a door there. But that area is just like abandoned. And it takes you back to the front. Just follow along the side. It's just on the side. But it's, I like to find out-of-the-way areas like that. Yeah, I know. Kim, I know. I've had a couple of them here. I know. I mean, people talk about the outside margarita place and stuff. This is the place to get a margarita. Anything tequila. Okay, yeah, I'm stepping in a little more, Kevin. And the more I step in, the more of a chance we are to lose this. What I wanted to do is get a shot of how cool the restaurant does look. I mean, it's a really cool looking place. I've eaten here a couple times, and I'm a meh about it. Yeah, right here, people. Right here. And it's pretty busy right now. There's a line coming out the door. And they have, hey, have you ever watched the young girl usually that paints the stuff here? That does the individual painting of items? It's really cool. But and she's really fun to talk to. She'll talk to you all day if you want to. It's really nice. But again, here we are, the night market. You can see the theming here is really good. And it feels like you're in a night market. So if you didn't see those damn vents up there, it'd be a little more convincing. But it feels like it. It has a feel of a marketplace. And it's nice. It's got some interesting stuff, you know, some really interesting stuff, really. See, they had a young lady, they used to, right out there. I don't know if she's still here. I'll see on the way out, because I didn't come in that way. But she paints this kind of stuff. And she'll show, you know, you can watch her do it. I don't know if any of you have seen that. Anybody else seen that? Yeah, I know. There it is. I think Brian would really. This is his kind of thing, I think, Sue. You know, actually, it might be your kind of thing too. There it is. Here it is. You know, for my favorite big head. I think you get this for me too. Now, this goes from, you know, the silly to the extremely expensive around here. I mean, some of the stuff is this costume type jewelry like this and stuff. Like this is like $12 most of the stuff on here, so $12 to $25. And they have a lot of that around items. But then you go over there, go to the crystal store. Oh, hello. See, again, this is the kind of stuff the lady paints out in the hallway when you first enter here. She's such a cool girl too. She's very shy, but she'll talk to you. And she speaks reasonably decent English. Not great, but you know, it's not her language, so I think she does a hell of it. She speaks a lot more English than I speak Spanish. Let's put it that way. And yeah, I know. Yeah, I thought that would be the perfect gift for Fizz. Okay, here's the restaurant. I'm surprised I haven't gone out yet, but it is quite lovely. And you look at that pyramid there, and the boats from the ride come right by you there. And it's really, but look how close these tables are together. I mean, people say it's a very romantic restaurant. No, it's not. You can hear everybody else's conversations. You know, you can't have a conversation on your own without both tables on either side of you and in front and behind you hearing it too. Look at how close together these tables are. You know, this isn't a bunch of large groups here. This is, you know, tables that are extremely close together. They're right on top of one another. I mean, it borders on kind of the absurd here that way, but it is beautiful, isn't it? It's so pretty. And the atmosphere is just gorgeous. But warning, it's dark. It's very tight to walk in this place. They do have a restroom. If Pluto's watching, there is a restroom over in this direction. Restrooms right over here. And but to get to them, it's like a freaking maze. You have to walk through to get to them. Even the aisles are small here. Here's one of the bigger aisles. This is the biggest aisle right here. But look at the space between these sets of tables here. Yeah. See, I mean, there's like, if you back your chair up, you're running into another person like immediately. It's really something. The Grand Fiesta Tour is right there, which is, you know, Spanish for small world. So, but the marketplace is kind of cool, you know. It's got, again, one-of-a-kind kind of stuff that you just can't get. The stores at Epcot, the countries, are one-of-a-kind stuff. You just can't get anywhere else. Starting early, Kim. There we go, margarita glasses. I'm really glad that this is not turning off. I'm shocked, but happy. There's more, the t-shirt deal and stuff. Oh, the hats, of course. Everybody tries. See, everybody tries the hats on. Everybody tries the hats on. Everybody does. And I know I'm not going to do it. They don't have one for my big head. I want to see if she's painting. See, this is the area here where she usually is. And I don't know if that's her or not. I don't think so. But yeah, the aisles in that, it is just, I mean, when you go down those aisles to get out of your seat, everybody else has got to pull in their chairs for you to get through. It's just nuts. It really is. It's just, see, these are the hand-painted stuff that this lady does. The lady. To me, she's a girl. I mean, because anybody younger than me is a girl or a boy. No, I'm sorry. God, Charlie, you're old. True enough. True enough. But she paints all this stuff. And like I say, there are times you can watch her paint it. So, and really interesting. She's very personable, and she will speak. She'll talk. She's very ambidextrous. She can paint and talk at the same time. I think she's very shy, but gets a big kick out of it when people take an interest in what she's doing, and will explain to you how she does it. So I'm just tickled I was able to bring it in here. But this is always busy. This is not a quiet spot, ever. Or neither is the restaurant. Contrary to public opinion, you say it looks so romantic. Looks so deceiving. What I say? So I'm going to go out our private door again. You go out your private door, and nobody here. Oh, there. See, there's a smart couple taking a little break, just sitting down, nice and quiet. And we are out in front. Here we go. Here we are. Uh-oh. All right, now I have to find my sunglasses, folks, so give me a minute. I'm wearing cargo pants, you know, the one with all the pockets. Can I make a suggestion? The older you get, don't wear cargo pants. Just don't do it. Because there's too damn many pockets. And I can't find anything in here. I know I put my sunglasses in one of these pockets and I can't find them. Oh. Okay, you want to hear something funny? I never took them off. And it was even darker in there because of that. Thanks, hon. And we're done, basically. I mean, I started it earlier today. I did 2-3 pavilions at a time, and then we saw a movie, and then 2-3 more, and then we saw a movie, and 2-3 more, and 2 at the end here. That's my thing. And here's another place you can get margaritas.
Classy. Is this
Cervezas. That's the first I learned in Spanish, cervezas for beer. You know, I'm going to go take a look. Yeah, they're usually over here on the other side. Brian, if you want to go. You want to go? Okay. I'm going to check and see. I hear the music. It sounds like mariachi, but that just might be a recording. But they usually perform on the other side of the building here. In the shade. They're smart. On these really hot days, They have a shaded area that they perform in. That could be them. I don't think it is. I think it's recorded. The music you're hearing right now. Yeah. Well, these stupid pockets. I forget. I always forget what pocket I put stuff in. So I'm always searching around in my pockets. I look like a freaking prevert. looking for stuff in my pockets. Let's see if they're over here. Doesn't look like it. But and the music's changing. Yeah, they're not here. Yeah, here's the area. This is the area they usually perform in the shade here. And nobody here. Sorry, Kev. Sorry, no go. I knew a girl who used to do merchandising at the Mexican Pavilion, and she said those hats, they used to have them more up front. Now they moved them back because people just grabbed them and put them on all the time. And, well, Kevin, don't get older then. they seem convenient, but then you try to find stuff in them. So I'm going to pretty much get to the end of this. I'm really getting hot and warm. Just a heads up. Tonight at 9 o'clock I'm going to be doing Fantasmic. If anybody wants to watch Fantasmic at 9 Eastern, that'll be 8 o'clock Central Time. I can do it like a TV and I remember the old TVs? 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And if anybody's interested in seeing Fantasmic, I'm going to try to get over to Hollywood Studios and do that. I have a fast pass for it, so I have that option. I'm probably going to go do that. Then that makes my wife happy. I did Star Wars the other day, and she says to me, "Are you going to do Fantasmic?" And I said, "Two." I think she's the one who asked me that. And I said, "No, I'm not going to do them both. But I'll do the other one tonight." Yeah, that too. Yeah. I love people who know me. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah. We're gonna get something probably to drink, and we're gonna head back to the resort, take a little rest. I'm gonna head back to Hollywood Studios tonight. Ryan's going back to Magic Kingdom. We're going our separate ways tonight. I want to say how proud I am of my son, who came along on this tour with me, and he hates this. I mean, he doesn't like it. Well, he doesn't hate it. He's not a big fan of World Showcase. But he wanted to come along and see what it was about. Want to go this way? Odyssey way? Okay. Hi. So here we are, walking, and we're walking, and we're walking. And I only have, I'm losing a lot of juice. So I'll give you a wonderful shot of the cranes that are building Guardians of the Galaxy right now. Hey, did you guys hear that whole old Universe of Energy building, they're not knocking it down, but they're using it as their queue area? Now, everybody remember how big that building is? And that's just going to be the queue. Think about it. Well, unconscious, Kevin, really? Are you still doing those tests? You're still testing? Anyhow, I'm going to hit the road here. I'm going to turn it off. My phone is, really hot. Unlike me, who's not hot at all. And we will see you later. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you tonight. Tomorrow, what I'm thinking of doing, because I don't have a park ticket, by the way, just a precursor, I'm going to try to do a monorail resort tour. And I got to pick up something for Mr. Hub. So I gotta draw at the Polynesian. So we will be doing a monorail resort tour, and then if I feel up to it, I'm going to run over to Disney Springs, do a little tooling around Disney Springs because it's real close to Saratoga. Because we don't leave until 5:30, 5:50, but we want to be back at the resort by 5:30. So we have a late flight tomorrow, so we got like all day tomorrow, and I don't have a ticket. That lasted long enough. And I wasn't going to buy an extra day because I'm cheap. I'm old, crabby, cheap, all those things. So I will see you guys. That's what's in store for the rest of the trip. So I hope, and it's all outdoor stuff, so cool. Although I don't know about the resort tour when I go inside, but I'm hoping. Kim and Ms. anytime. Darlene, I didn't even know you were here. Excellent. How you doing, girl? And we will see you tonight, hopefully. Some of you can, I know some of you won't be able to, but if some of you can, that'll be great. Thanks a lot. 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central.